a shit show.
It's either that or carry one on your chest.
Oh, I am not carrying it up that mountain.
The plan is to do this thing called the Zion Trifecta. Those canyons are Heaps, Imlay, and Kolob. Heaps is kind of like the biggest canyon in that area that everybody talks about and like sometimes take like years to prepare to like go do. Both Heaps and Imlay have like, they have keeper potholes depending on the water level.
You got it.
And most of the time they take at least like 12 to 18 hours depending on the group to do.
Nice job.
A lot of people their first time going through Heaps actually do it as an overnighter just because it's so strenuous and long and nobody wants to be doing like the last rappel sequence in the dark. When we first like decided that we were gonna do this route, or when we decided we were gonna do the trifecta, we set a date for October 21st. And I think it was literally like only 2 weeks before that. It was like October 7th or something like that. So we were like, we've already done Heaps and Imlay and Kolob, right? And we were like, yeah, we're in shape, we run, we can put this together. Canyoneering is exploring a slot canyon from top to bottom, typically involving multiple drops. These canyons are often carved by like water or erosion and create these tight slots that you can basically hike to the top of and then descend, either with ropes or without ropes, depending on the canyon.
I think it was a couple years ago, I just snagged a bunch of buddies and we're like, we're gonna go do a cool canyon in Zion. We did Pine Creek, just a classic starter. Yeah, very inexperienced going in there, just like double stranding on ATCs. It was a good time. Thinking back on it now, I cringe a little bit. But it's also been cool to see how far I've come in my knowledge of canyoneering.
The challenges that we expect for doing any one of these 3 canyons, we have to prepare separately for each one. For Heaps, we plan on like a big rappel sequence at the end, so we have to carry more rope, and it's a really long day in cold water, so we're planning on like really thick wetsuits.
Why is it your head for?
I'm picking it off.
No.
Braxton, dork.
And overall, it's just strenuous. Like it's like a 13-hour day if you're going fast. When the original trifecta group did the trifecta, they did Heaps and Imlay together in 14 hours and 38 minutes. And that was way back in 2009. I know another group has also done Jihad, but they did it, I believe, in 2006. And they did it in about 24 hours. I definitely visualized the whole route like at least 20 times.
Yeah.
Like, but now it's kind of like just gotta do it piece by piece. Like I can't keep thinking about the whole thing. I'm really excited to get to the bottom of that last wrap.
Of Heaps.
Yeah,
if we come out at a good time there, I feel pretty confident with the rest of it.
Well, it's Strava, but you can see up in the top corner.
Right up there. Oh,
We're ready.
see you in a couple hours.
Just a few. Okay.
Bye.
Good luck, you guys. Be safe.
We're running. Less tripped.
It's deep. Great way to start my morning. Took a little bit longer than expected, but we're ready to go, right? I feel like Marshmallow Man.
Alrighty. First drop of the day. Let's go.
Wrap of the day.
Watch out for loose rock on this one.
I'll be right behind you.
Dropping into Heaps, I felt just like a sinking feeling in my gut, just like oh shoot, we're in hard mode. We're probably not going to be pulling the time that we initially thought we would be because of the difficulties of the conditions. And it kind of took me the whole canyon to kind of accept that and be like, yeah, we're not going to do what we thought we could do.
Oh, my legs still feel shaky.
And we're in. And I feel nothing. Whew. Oh, it's kind of leaking through a little bit. Just a little bit through the ankles. That's just getting into the sock.
I remember popping my head out at the top of the heaps, massive wall, just like 800 feet of air below you. And I look over and instantly just like 40 people are cheering. And it was just a really cool feeling. I just got really excited and it was really special. Looking at our time as we dropped down, I was like, we actually did that pretty dang fast. Like I think I hit the ground like 7:50 more or less.
I totally thought originally that running up to the top of Imlay from the bottom of heaps would be the hardest part for me, but that wasn't the case at all.
Actually, that'll be closer to 130.
Imlay, we were rushing the first half pretty fast, and through some down climbing, I got holes pretty quickly in my gloves because they're worn and they were a bit older, and maybe I should have brought a brand new pair. But I was like, no, these can definitely make it through, and they did not make it through. And so these two fingers were sticking completely out, this finger was sticking completely out, and then I had a huge slice all the way across that. And so there was no insulation.
Really?
I couldn't feel my fingers anymore, and so I stopped locking my carabiner every time I rappelled because there was no dexterity with my fingers. I couldn't do anything with them, and it was really frustrating and it was really painful. So that definitely got to me, and I anticipated that, and I should have come more prepared for Imlay at least.
Imlay's just a bunch of really short rappels back to back, and they felt like they never ended, but like our fingers weren't working. So like at that point, it was just throwing the rope through the rings, double stranding as quick as we could, like 15 or 20 feet over and over again. I think we were just trying to get out of there
Really
at that
were.
point. So.
How am I feeling?
Like I want to curl up in a ball like this for at least 16 hours. Oh.
The body was hurting the day after for sure. I just don't think we had enough water in us at the beginning, which was kind of, looking back, an issue. We were cramping really hard throughout heaps and then up to the west rim and the whole day. And then so our muscles were pretty dang tight the next day.
We ended up kind of right in the middle at 19 hours and 20 minutes. My family was there with me, and they asked me like if I still was going to do the trifecta or if I would ever do like Jihad again. And I told them to ask me in 6 months because right then I was like, I can't do it. But then literally like 2 days after that, I saw Wes again, and we kind of like were talking about it, and I feel like already I'm just stoked to go back and try something even harder. So it's like, it was really hard, and I really think we could pull it off. I feel like very confident and hopeful about that, especially like with a solid plan and some time to prepare.
You got it. Come on, Rex.